great. So you're playing Reed.
Yes.
Right? What can you tell me about your character?
Reed is someone he's the son of a rich oil tycoon. I kind of thought of him as like a young George W. Bush. It's this person who's not allowed to fail because of money and privilege. I think somebody described him as mayonnaise bland. I would probably agree with that because he's just very white. But ultimately, he can be very annoying in base level, but he's also very endearing with this very warm heart, and that's what Becca, Angelique's character, kind of likes about him.
Right.
So.
So like Becca dared to be boring enough to get engaged to him.
Yes,
right?
yeah. You should hate this guy, but he's just such a sweetheart. He's just kind of a Labrador. So, yeah.
So how much of their relationship would you say we get to see outside of Alma's perspective?
I would say that you get to see some of it outside of her perspective, but it's always through her lens as her reality's falling apart and bending, because she's kind of thrust into these spaces of seeing us in our most intimate moments that we have no idea that she's seeing us. Trying to describe this show is so strange, and I was so happy when the actual trailer came out, because I would come home and talk to my wife and be like, and then there's going to be this scene where the walls come down and bats start flying everywhere, and none of it makes any sense. So when the actual thing came out, and people could kind of see what the hell the show was, I felt very good about that. But so yeah, a lot of it's going to be through Alma's lens, and you see Alma seeing me read how much she kind of despises me, but all of a sudden I kind of I warm to her, I grow on her.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's a happy thought.
Yeah.
So how does that affect your performance, like knowing that there's kind of like a space between what your character is and then also what is being shown?
Yeah, I think Reed is just mostly ignorant to all of that. Even if he had the ability to do what Alma does, I think that it would escape him, and he would just kind of ignore the possibilities of anything, really. So I just tried to kind of just kind of ignore what was going to be happening, because obviously my character is not privy to that kind of superpower or whatever she has. So yeah, I would say that quite the opposite informed Reed, just his blatant ignorance.
Oh, just the simplicity, naivete.
Yes.
Now you've worked on BoJack Horseman with Kate and Raphael. So
Yeah.
you know all their secrets. What is it like working with them?
Awesome. That was completely random in how that worked out, and I was just kind of called in at random. A lot of times being like, can you do a Quentin Tarantino impersonation randomly, and like maybe a Jimmy Fallon? So then I would do that and then leave, and sometimes I get a phone call on my way home, be like, can you come back? We need a Matthew Fox. You know, you're just like completely random. I'd played all the white people that they couldn't get celebrities for. It's super fun.
So,
Yeah.
so you're really playing into the bland mayonnaise.
Yes,
concept.
yeah.
That's great.
I play very wonderfully bland
Who
characters.
does not love it?
Yeah, exactly. It adds flavor, but it's not good on its own.
Actually, something else.
Right, yeah.
Now, my final question is just, how does the road flipping change things? Like, you have to play it out, but then it's when you see it, the final product, it's like animated.
We shot in an office for about half of it, like just a regular office room that acted as a bar, a bedroom, a dance hall, all of these things. They had these grids behind us and tape where you'd have to walk down a hall or something. So really took a lot of imagination. It felt like part theater, part student film in a way. We were shooting on cameras just like this, like these DSLRs. So we had no idea what this was going to look like without, just with the exception of knowing what Scanner Darkly looked like. We're Waking Life. So you could imagine it a little bit, but like I said, trying to describe the show it's nonsense. So
don't do it. We should do it.
It took a lot of imagination and of course a lot of trust. So you just kind of went in and did your thing. We moved very quickly. We did a lot of takes, or just a couple takes, but a lot of setups, and you just hope that they got it, or if they didn't, that they could draw around it. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.